Returning back with you. Recently, we saw that at the State of the Union, the governor of Michigan gave the response in the name of the Democratic Party. And she said that the economy that is very good under President Trump is working only for the richest of the richest, only for the millionaires, and is not working for the working people, because the increase of the stocks doesn't mean that increase the salary or other thing. What's your opinion on that? It doesn't. It's mostly, in my opinion, it's a general democratic view, but I don't see that is deep in the reality that we live.
I have no idea how she can say that. Number one, go look at unemployment. She has the same numbers that I do. Unemployment is at the lowest rates they've been in years. So how she can say the economy's not working, I have no idea. As it pertains to your question of the stock market, I understand the question of the stock market may not directly affect the people who don't participate in the stock market. So from that perspective, I think that's a valid point. However, if you look at the stock market means businesses are doing better. That means they're hiring. It means there's more money in circulation for people to buy things, whether it's homes or vacations or clothes, or it's more money going back into the economy, which you'll see in the trickle down effect. So you have more small businesses that are starting when the stock market is doing well. I don't understand her focus on that. I don't agree with her focus at all.
Okay, 401ks on the other side are investment for the people who retire. So that's
right. And isn't that a good thing?
Yeah.
So it almost seems like the Democrats don't have anything to complain about on the policy end. We don't live in a perfect society. I wish we did. We don't. But if you look at the progress that we have made under President Trump, we are way better off 3 plus years down the road with President Trump than without him.
So do you think that this helps your running?
I surely hope so, because I have the same beliefs, a lot of the same beliefs that he does. Government needs to get out of the way. Let's incent small business, because small business is the backbone of our country.
Yes.
We're on the right path. The numbers show it. You can argue on the personalization of
things. Or how I like it, don't like it, tweets, it doesn't tweet, but it doesn't matter.
I agree. I say I'm not looking for him to be my priest, but I am looking for him to be my leader. And I think he's done a darn good job of doing that. So yeah, I think it helps me.
I like what you said. I will use it. Now what is your plan on helping the regular immigration? And what's your plan or idea of what we see nowadays with those states that doesn't work with ICE and so on? They declare themselves like they don't exist within the United States, the sanctuary cities.
Right. So first of all, I want to be clear. I am for immigration. This country was built by immigrants, right? My grandparents were immigrants. So we need immigration. Immigration is a good thing if people come in the right way and through the front door. So we have to have a process that is efficient, right? It can't, I think the process takes a long time now. We have to find some efficiencies in the process to help get people in here quicker. But it also has to be effective. So we have to be very cautious on who we let in. So I believe we need to secure our borders. Absolutely. And I look at this the same way I look at letting people in my house. I'm a very warm and welcoming person. Any Sunday, come on over. I got Sunday dinner. And my door is open.
I will come one day.
Come on.
Okay.
But my door is open. But you knock at my door and I open the door, and if I know you, I let you in. You don't come through my front door and rob me. So I'll give you the shirt off my back, and I'll be happy to have a seat for you at our Sunday dinner table, and I'll welcome you with open arms if you're coming through the front door.
So there is a problem. There is a so-called DACA. What is your opinion about this youngster brought when they were little from their parents illegally in the States?
Right. Well, it's in the Supreme Court's hands right now. And pretty soon, I think the middle of June, we should have an answer on what the Supreme Court is going to decide on that. And obviously, I will support whatever the Supreme Court decides. But that is a really interesting and very complex and complicated issue that we need to address, because we want to invite people in here, into America, but we don't want to incent bad behavior. So we have to deal with these people. We have to deal with these people.
Reading your biography, reading about you, reading about on your website for the candidacy, I see that you are involved in different directions. So running a marathon?
I don't know what I was thinking. I had way too much time on my hands back then.
And running a marathon and going to help needed people in service. One of those that attracted my attention is one organization that is against drugs, in helping people overcome what has been the nightmare of the drug addiction. And what is done now, the opioid crisis.
An epidemic.
It's epidemic.
It is. It is. We had in our community, and it's crazy because it touches all walks of life, all economic, socioeconomic belief. It touches everybody. It doesn't have a bias, right? I had a very near and dear friend of mine. We lost her son to an opioid crisis. He didn't mean. It's not like he woke up and said, "Hey, I want to kill myself," but we lost him, and it was bad. And I was angry. And this was a young man that was at my house for Sunday dinners, that was at my house for Christmases. I watched him on the sidelines and took pictures of him playing football. So I was close with him, and I didn't see it. And I'm embarrassed to tell you that, but I didn't see it. So when we lost him, I was mad. I was angry. I don't know who I was mad at. I don't know who I was angry at, but I know I was mad. And I said, we have got to do something about this. We've got to make a difference. We have to help these people. And there's two ways you can help. You can help with money, which is great, but that's only part of it. You got to get in the work, and you have to roll your sleeves up, and you got to make a difference. So I got with some local business people in the community, and I got with a Judge Dennis LeDuc. And I said, hey, we got a problem here in Macomb County. Let's do something. And incarcerating these individuals, putting them in prison, that's not the answer. Long term, that's not the answer. We got to do something. So we started the drug court. And I'm proud to say that we've helped, not a ton, but we've helped about 18 individuals we've saved them from incarceration. We've got them through the drug court, and they're living healthy, happy, non-addictive lives.
What do you think about the Pete Buttigieg? He has an opinion that will allow all the usage of drugs without a penalty if they are taken with heroin or something that are users. Does it help?
I think that's a very slippery slope. I think that's a really, really slippery slope to say, hey, go ahead. You want to talk? What amazes me about that is you talk about, hey, do everything. You can use whatever drug you want. You can do whatever you want. But then on the same side, at the other end of his mouth, he talks about, well, we got to have Medicare for all. Well, what do you think that's going to happen? So you're going to have everybody out there doing illicit drugs. And what's going to happen? They're going to be in the hospitals, and what's going to happen to the hospitals? what's going to happen to the prices. Do we think long term? We have to think as a country. We have to stop thinking short term and think of the long term unintended consequences of the policies we make.
Very good. So I heard very clever opinions on the main issues that our country is having nowadays. So to close, a lot of the Albanians belong to your district. And what is your appeal to the Albanian electorate, Albanians in general, and to other people that can hear this interview? And what do you propose to them, and what you want to offer if you are elected?
I think for the Albanian community is a lot like myself in the sense of family, hard work, and community. They're small business owners, they love their family, and they're not afraid to roll up their sleeves and get in the work. And they've prospered for that. They've made better lives for themselves and for their children. What we have to really think about is, what is the legacy that we're leaving our children? So you have to have somebody who's going to go to Washington and fight for the people that they believe in. And I think what makes me different is I'm no different than you. I put my pants on the same way you do. Sometimes I put them on backwards. You never know.
Okay.
But we're the same people. I walk next to you. I'm no better than you are. We're all in this together.
You are attracted to the Albanian community. You share the same values as you mentioned. But there is an appeal to do to all the Albanians in order to come and to vote.
Yes.
The date is on August the 4th.
Yes.
So I want to hear your appeal right here in the camera.
So August 4th is the primary election. You must go out and vote. It is your right. It is your duty. If you want to have better people serving you, like myself, you have to get out there and vote. Your vote matters. It does. Please get out and vote.
I thank you for being in the studio. I thank you for the good words, for your analysis, and for the fact that you will let Albanians, our audience, think about how they can be involved in politics, how they can support.
They make a difference.
A congresswoman like you, so they can make their difference, yes. But with people, their representative, their interests.
Yes.
Not even if you are a businesswoman, the interest of a big company or a financial institution, but the interest of the ordinary people. And that is something I like, and that is something that I think, and as much as I know, the Albanian community will be well accepted.
I would like to close with, I am a servant leader. I am here to serve my district. No different than in business, I was here to serve my clients, right? If you have questions, if you have issues, concerns, you want to talk, what has served me very well is I have an open door policy. Please feel free to reach out to me. You have the information on the website. It's www.lisamcclainforcongress.com. Please feel free to email me, call me. I want to hear from the people in the community because I want to know what's important to you. That's the only way I can serve you, is if I communicate with you.
Dashur teleshikues të televizionit të shqiptarëve të Amerikës, ndam disa momente mjaft domethënëse me një kandidate e cila në mendimin tim ja vlen për të suportur për distriktin e 10, pasi është një biznesmene që ka ndërtuar biznesin e saj me shpatullat e saj, me frymën e saj aktive. Ne na duhen njerëz aktiv, bipartizan që të mendojnë për interesat e njerëzve, natyrisht edhe për interesat e shqiptarëve, dhe shqiptarët duhet të mos mendojnë vetëm të bëjnë lobim nëpërmjet donacioneve, por të lobojnë edhe me votën e tyre për të zgjedhur njerëzit e duhur që të shërbejnë edhe komunitetit të tyre, që të shërbejnë edhe komunitetit të zonave elektorale ku ata jetojnë. Miru takofshim në emisionet të tjera.